Welcome back. Let's bring you some national news now. The much-awaited cabinet reshuffle will take place tomorrow at 5 p.m. Well, that's the big national story at this point. Sources have confirmed that new ministers will be sworn in tomorrow. The reshuffle, however, is unlikely to see dramatic changes. The budget session of Parliament is likely to be a stormy one, with the opposition taking on the government over corruption, and a faction within the Congress was keen to avoid a complete cabinet facelift before that. Sources say the reshuffle will focus instead on elevations. According to sources also, the DMK wants one more cabinet berth, a compensation of sorts for the telecom ministry, which was taken up by Kapil Sibal after tainted former Minister A. Raja resigned. In fact, DMK's T.R. Balu is likely to return to the cabinet. Speaking of Raja's resignation, Kapil Sibal, who had to take over the telecom ministry after Raja stepped down, and also the science and technology portfolio when Prithviraj Chavan was made the chief minister of Maharashtra, on top of the HRD ministry that he had already held, will perhaps find some relief. Sibal may now be relieved of the science and technology portfolio, although sources say the Congress will continue to keep the telecom portfolio instead of returning it to the DMK. Also, there are some vacancies to be filled within the cabinet. The position of Minister of State for External Affairs, for example, has not been filled since Shashi Tharoor resigned last year over a cricket controversy involving his present wife Sunanda Pushkar. The Congress's own Big Four, Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee, Defence Minister A.K. Antony, Home Minister P. Chidambaram and Foreign Minister S.M. Krishna are likely to hold on to their current portfolios. Two ministers whose fate seems uncertain are Environment Minister Jairam Ramesh, who has upset his colleagues through various decisions often interpreted as anti-development, and Sports Minister M.S. Gill, who may have to pay for the massive controversy that surrounded the Commonwealth Games. Well, speaking on the cabinet reshuffle, Sharad Pawar said he had just one request pending, but didn't know what would finally happen in the expected rejig. He's also said the NCP wants to retain its 3 berths, but hasn't asked for more.
हमारा कोई सुझाव नहीं, हमारा सुझाव कई सालों से एक दिया है, हमारे बारे में मालूम नहीं इसमें क्या होता है। बिल्कुल नहीं, हमने कोई कोटा बढ़ाने की बात नहीं की। हमारा नंबर कितना है मालूम है, इस नंबर के लिए कितनी सीट मिलती है ये हमें मालूम है। इस नंबर के मुताबिक हमें 3 ही सीट मिलती है, और हमारी 3 सीट मिलने का अधिकार हम चौथी मांगेंगे नहीं ना। हमारे पास जब नंबर आएगा तो जरूर मांगेंगे, मगर आज नंबर नहीं हमारे पास।
Now, close to a month after the great onion crisis began, we revisit the bulbous veggie in the markets of South India's onion hub, Bangalore, which consumes 600 tons of onions on an average day, has clearly learnt to cope up with less. Vasanthi Hariprakash finds that it is resilience that has come to the rescue of the average Indian yet again.
Sudha Bhatnagar is at this supermarket, but onions are still not on her shopping list. The reason lies in the premium price tag, 63 rupees per kilo.
अपने सर्वेंट को कहती हूँ कि 2 की जगह 1 डालो, 4 की जगह 2 डालो। ऐसे टमाटर अगर महंगा होता है तो उसे कहती हूँ कम यूज़ करो, 1 डाल दो, आधा डाल दो, या फिर जब ठंडे सस्ते हो तब प्यूरी बना के रख लो।
Like you say in Kannada, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ adjust ಮಾಡಿ. This is a typical mechanism that you have in middle class, where they adjust to anything that is abnormal in India, whether it is onion, tomato or anything. They would rather scale down their consumption rather than completely abolish it.
In December, when onion prices started soaring towards a century, experts and economists told us that prices would stabilize sometime in the first or second week of January. But even now, prices have hardly climbed down. Income tax raids on onion traders last week and their consequent strike badly hit onion arrivals in the market.
In coming days, if supply is more, if people are addicted to use less onion, then it will affect the economy also. That is there, but still onion is, we cannot persist for a long time without onion or less onion.
For now, it seems a trademark adjusting nature that's helping people sail through times of onion shortage. In Bangalore with camera person DM Kumar, Vasanthi Hariprakash for NDTV.
On to some more national news. The Bombay High Court today pulled up the CBI for its slow pace in investigations into the Adarsh Society scam, in which flats were allotted to senior armed forces, officials and bureaucrats illegally at a fraction of the actual market rates. The High Court has directed the agency to speed up its probe and take a final decision on filing an FIR within a period of 2 weeks. The court also ordered a summons to the Regional Joint Director of the CBI to appear before it when the court next hears the case. That's after 2 weeks. The Environment Ministry's latest report on the controversial Lavasa township in Maharashtra says the status quo must be maintained at the site till a final order is given by the Bombay High Court. The ministry today submitted its reply to the Bombay High Court, in which it said that the construction at the site was unauthorized and that it violated environment laws. The ministry, however, has considered the investments made and employment generated by the project and has asked for a huge penalty to be slapped on Lavasa for environmental damage. Sources have told NDTV that Lavasa is likely to move the Bombay High Court against the order. An update in the Banda rape case, where the fourth accused in the case, Ram Naresh, surrendered in court in Banda. He was initially missing and the police were looking for him. He is one of the accomplices of the MLA who had been named by the victim in her complaint. The Allahabad High Court today asked the Public Union for Civil Liberties, to send 2 of its women representatives to record the victim's statement. The High Court is to decide whether the Banda girl allegedly raped by the BSP MLA is a minor. The next hearing has been slated for the 21st of January. After the Bihar fiasco, it seems Rahul Gandhi has turned his focus back on Uttar Pradesh with an eye on elections next year. Rahul is in Lucknow today for a meeting of the Uttar Pradesh Coordination Committee. The meeting is intended to prepare a strategy for increasing the mass base of the party before the 2012 assembly elections in the state and to take on the Mayawati government on a whole host of development issues. Moving to news from Karnataka, the Chief Minister there is at the center of another controversy after elevating the status of his daughter's mother-in-law to the cabinet rank. A person of the cabinet rank is entitled to monthly benefits and perks ranging between 2.5 and 3.5 lakh rupees. Yediyurappa's relatives' elevation has now become an issue for both the opposition and a few disgruntled chairpersons who do not enjoy the privileges under the cabinet rank. Vinoda Natraj claims she earned the position and the rank because of her contributions and qualifications. Still ahead on the bulletin, watch how a little village in Karnataka turns savior for a big wild cat in their own way. That's when we come back.